Hey there, Brainonauts! Welcome to Infinite Brain Power, where we touch the intellectual mind. Today, we're diving into something super important, your rights as citizens, especially when interacting with the police. The US Constitution is like the rulebook for how the government interacts with you. It lays out fundamental rights that protect you and ensure fair treatment. So buckle up, Brainonauts, because we're about to embark on a crash course in citizen power. Alright, Brainonauts, let's kick things off with a big one. Freedom of speech. This is one of the most fundamental rights we have, and it's something that affects every part of our lives. Freedom of speech means you can speak your mind without fear of the government throwing you in jail for it. Imagine being able to stand up in front of a crowd and share your thoughts, your ideas, and your beliefs without worrying about being silenced. You can write a blog post criticizing the government or share your opinions on social media. This right allows journalists to report on important issues and hold those in power accountable. You can wear a t-shirt with a political message, showing your support for a cause or a candidate. It's a way to express yourself and let others know what you stand for, or even just tell your friend that their new haircut isn't their best look. It's all about being able to communicate openly and honestly. Now, this doesn't mean you can say anything you want with zero consequences. If you say something hurtful or spread false information, you might face social backlash or other repercussions, but the government can't punish you just because they don't like what you have to say. This protection is crucial for a healthy democracy, where diverse opinions can be heard and debated. That's the beauty of freedom of speech. It protects even the voices we disagree with. It ensures that everyone has a chance to be heard, fostering a society where ideas can be freely exchanged and challenged. Next up, we've got freedom of the press, the superhero sidekick to freedom of speech. This means the government can't censor the news or tell journalists what they can and can't report on. Imagine if the only news you got was controlled by the government. That wouldn't be trustworthy. Freedom of the press ensures access to a variety of viewpoints and information. Alright, Brainonauts, let's talk about the right to assemble. This one's about the power of coming together to express your views or advocate for change. You can join a protest march, organize a rally, or hang out with friends to discuss important issues. The key word here is peacefully. When people come together and speak with a united voice, they can have a much bigger impact. It's like the difference between a whisper and a roar. Chapter 4, Right to Vote. This is your ticket to having a say in how your government is run. Voting is a fundamental right and a cornerstone of democracy. It allows you to influence the policies and leaders that shape your community, your state, and your country. By casting your vote, you are participating in a tradition that has been fought for and defended throughout history. Think of it like choosing your own adventure, but instead of a book, you're choosing leaders who make decisions that affect your life. Every election, whether local or national, is an opportunity to voice your opinions on issues that matter to you. From education and healthcare to the environment and civil rights, your vote helps steer the direction of these critical areas. When you turn 18, remember that your vote is your voice, and it's a powerful tool for shaping the world you want to live in. It's not just about choosing a candidate, it's about standing up for your beliefs and values. Voting is a way to hold your leaders accountable and ensure they represent your interests. Don't let anyone tell you that your vote doesn't matter. It absolutely does. Every vote counts, and history has shown that even a single vote can make a difference. So take pride in your right to vote, and use it to help build a better future for yourself and your community. Chapter 5. Right to a fair trial. This means that if someone accuses you of doing something wrong, you have the right to your day in court. You get to present your side, have a lawyer who fights for you, and you're considered innocent until proven guilty. The government can't just throw you in jail without proving you did anything wrong. Chapter 6. Right to privacy. No unreasonable searches. This means the police can't just barge into your home, search your backpack, or look through your phone without a good reason. To search your stuff, the police usually need a warrant, which is like a permission slip from a judge. This right prevents the government from randomly searching people and their belongings. It ensures that any searches are justified and conducted according to the law. Chapter 7. Right to bear arms. This means that people in the United States have the right to own guns, as enshrined in the Second Amendment. There are rules and regulations in place to make sure guns don't end up in the wrong hands. The idea is that people should be able to protect themselves, their families, and their property, but it's also a right that comes with a lot of responsibility. Chapter 8. Right to religious freedom. This means you have the freedom to choose what you believe in, or even if you don't believe in anything at all. The government can't force you to follow a particular religion or prevent you from practicing your own faith. This right also protects people who don't believe in any religion. Chapter 9. Right to equal protection. This means that everyone in the United States is entitled to the same rights and protections under the law. The government can't discriminate against certain groups of people or treat them differently based on who they are or what they believe. It's about creating a society where everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed and live their lives free from discrimination. Chapter 10. Right to due process. This right ensures the government follows fair and legal procedures before taking away your life, liberty, or property. It is a cornerstone of our legal system, designed to protect individuals from arbitrary actions by the state. The right to due process is like the rulebook that the government has to follow. It mandates that laws must be applied fairly and consistently, ensuring that no one is deprived of their rights without proper legal proceedings. They can't just make up rules as they go along or unfairly penalize one side. This means that everyone is entitled to a fair trial, where evidence is presented, and both sides have the opportunity to be heard. You have the right to be notified of the charges against you so you can prepare your defense. This notification must be clear and detailed, allowing you to understand exactly what you are being accused of. The right to a fair hearing, where an impartial judge listens to both sides of the argument. This ensures that the decision is based on facts and law, not on bias or prejudice, and the right to appeal if you think the decision was wrong. If you believe that the trial was unfair or that the law was not applied correctly, you can ask a higher court to review the case. This right is a fundamental protection against government overreach. It acts as a safeguard, ensuring that the power of the state is exercised in a just and equitable manner, respecting the rights and freedoms of individuals. Outrow, stay curious, stay informed. And there you have it, Brainonauts, 10 fundamental citizen rights that protect you and ensure you're treated fairly. Remember, these rights are the foundation of a just and equitable society. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you think your rights are being violated, don't hesitate to speak up. Until next time, dare to dream and your dreams become reality. This is infinite brain power, touching the intellectual mind.